Chess has a cheating problem. I saw it firsthand. My son came second in a tournament that another young man had won. That young man played brilliantly, significantly above his rating. At the next event he entered, the arbiter grew suspicious, closed the door to spectators. The player collapsed in a few moves. He was expelled permanently. In 2022, something similar was alleged at the highest level. Magnus Carlsen, Hans Niemann, a withdrawal that shook the chess world. Chess.com closes thousands of cheating accounts every single day. In the next 10 minutes, how cheating in chess works, how it is caught, and what happens next. Chess conduct works on 4 levels: integrity, rules, etiquette, sportsmanship. Each one builds on the one below it. This video focuses on the bottom, level 1, integrity. In physical sports, performance enhancement is one of the most debated topics. Steroids, blood doping, altitude training. In chess, the line is clear. Studying with an engine between games, legal. Using one during a game, cheating. Training harder than your opponent, legitimate. Having a friend signal moves from the spectator area, not. The distinction matters because cheating in chess is not just a rule violation. It is gaining an unfair advantage over every other player in the event who chose to play by the rules. Chess is built on integrity. A like helps this reach players who need to hear it. When chess players break the rules, it happens at 3 different levels, and each one is enforced differently. The first is cheating. Engine assistance, sandbagging, pre-arranged results. These are handled by national federations, anti-cheating commissions, and in serious cases FIDE itself. The consequences range from tournament bans to permanent expulsion. The second is violations, pressing the clock with the wrong hand, touching the wrong piece, a phone going off in your bag. These are handled by the arbiter in the moment. The penalties are defined. The third is peer pressure around sportsmanship. No arbiter can tell you to resign when your position is clearly lost. The chess community enforces these standards through reputation and the culture of the game. This video is about cheating. Rule violations and chess sportsmanship I cover in my next video on chess rules and etiquette, coming next week. Subscribe so you don't miss it. If you play online chess regularly, you have probably seen this notification. We have detected that one or more of your recent opponents have violated our fair play policy. As compensation for potentially unfair rating losses, we have adjusted your rating. A few points returned, an opponent deleted. I have received it so many times. Chess.com closes 3,000 accounts per day for fair play violations. Not per month, per day. That is the scale of online cheating in chess. The method is almost always the same. Engine assistance. Using a chess engine to select your moves during a game. The technical barrier is low. A second device, a browser extension, a third party feeding moves through text or signal. Chess.com and Lichess both run statistical systems that compare a player's moves to engine output. Unusually high engine correlation across multiple games triggers a review. Neither platform reveals the exact detection methodology publicly. Doing so would help cheaters evade it. Over-the-board engine cheating requires a communication channel, a way to get the engine's recommendation from a device to the player at the board. Most often, the tool is a concealed phone. The methods include vibrating devices giving coded signals, earpieces, accomplices in the spectator area, and bathroom visits with a hidden device. Another story from over-the-board chess in Ireland. An adult player became convinced his teenage opponent was cheating. The opponent was visiting the toilet often and returning with a brilliant move each time. So the adult did the wrong thing. He followed the teenager, caught him with a phone, and physically dragged him from the toilet. The result? The cheating player was expelled, but so was the adult who confronted him. The right response is always the same. Talk to the arbiter discreetly. That is what they are there for. In September 22, Magnus Carlsen lost to Hans Niemann at the Sinquefield Cup and then withdrew from the tournament. He did not explicitly accuse Niemann of cheating. He did not need to. The chess world understood the implication immediately. Chess.com subsequently published a detailed report concluding that Niemann had likely cheated in more than 100 online games, including some played for prize money. Niemann acknowledged cheating online twice as a young teenager. Whether over-the-board cheating occurred was never definitively proven. Niemann sued Carlsen, Chess.com, and others for defamation. The lawsuit was settled out of court. What the affair did change, it forced a serious public conversation about anti-cheating infrastructure that the chess world had been deferring. Measures that had been discussed for years were accelerated. My view is that in cases like this, you cannot know for certain unless someone is caught in the act. The evidence can be statistical, circumstantial, compelling, but not conclusive. Chess, if I'm being honest, does benefit from moments like this. The Niemann-Carlsen affair generated more mainstream media coverage than any tournament result in years. People who had never followed chess were suddenly watching, reading, forming opinions. That visibility matters for the game, but it does not make the allegations right. Sandbagging is the deliberate suppression of your chess rating. Losing games intentionally, avoiding events, staying below a rating threshold. All to enter sections where you are stronger than the competition and win prizes or trophies against players you should not be playing. Detection relies on patterns, sudden performance dramatically above rated strength, inconsistent results across events that do not follow a normal development curve, statistical anomalies. I will be honest, I thought about this topic while looking at my own rating over the past year. 200 points up, then 200 points down. Someone could reasonably accuse me of sandbagging, of staying within a bracket where I can actually win something rather than competing in the master section. But no, my losses are not planned, I'm simply bad lately. And that honest explanation accounts for most players who perform inconsistently. The problem is it is genuinely hard to prove otherwise, which is what makes sandbagging cases so contested. Agreeing a result before a move is played, a win, a loss, or a draw, violates FIDE rules. The most common context is a Swiss tournament where one player needs specific outcomes to win a prize or earn a title norm. One agrees to lose, the other takes the point. The players competing for the same prize are the ones who pay for it. I have never seen a proven case like this. It is genuinely difficult to prove without evidence of communication before the game. That is what makes these cases among the most contested in fair play. I led the Irish delegation to European and World Junior Championships on a number of occasions. At those events, heads of delegation receive a briefing from the fair play officer before the competition begins. What they describe is a two-layer system. The first layer is physical. Checks at the entrance that genuinely feel like airport security. Bags, devices, everything screened. Random checks during play and at the exit. No spectators allowed in the playing hall. Even heads of delegation are restricted to designated corridors. Players do not leave the playing area at any point. Toilet facilities are within it for exactly that reason. The second layer is analytical. After rounds, the games of top performers are reviewed, comparing a player's moves to engine recommendations and flagging unusually high correlation. A strong result from an unknown player is not suspicious on its own. A strong result where the moves consistently match engine, best play, is a different matter. The consequences for confirmed cheating in chess follow a clear escalation. A confirmed cheating case within a single event results in a tournament ban, removal from the current event and prohibition from future events for a defined period. More serious or systemic violations result in rating suspension. The player's rating is frozen or withdrawn, preventing participation in rated events until the case is resolved. At the top, permanent expulsion. A small number of players have received lifetime bans from FIDE or their national federations. No further participation, no appeal after final ruling. That is where the escalation ends. Chess.com closes 3,000 accounts per day for fair play violations. Online detection has improved significantly and continues to improve. The arms race between detection systems and cheating methods is ongoing, but the platforms are ahead. Over the board is harder. The physical controls at top events have tightened considerably. Signal jamming, phone bans, entrance screening, restricted access. The opportunity to cheat over the board at the top level has narrowed, but it has not closed entirely. The gap between what can be detected and what can be proven is where most of the difficult cases live. The Niemann-Carlsen Affair is the clearest illustration. Compelling evidence of online cheating. No conclusive proof of what happened at the board. The chess world is still working on how to close that gap, and is honest about the fact that it has not done so yet. That is the integrity layer, the foundation everything else in chess conduct rests on. Rule violations and chess sportsmanship I cover in my next video on chess rules and etiquette. See you there.